In this video, I'm going to talk about how to edit some of the dashcam footage for the best result. And one of the main things I'm going to be talking about is the frame rate. So I'm actually shooting this part of the video with my mobile phone rather than the Sony camcorder here, simply because the phone uses 30 frames a second and this uses 25 and I can't adjust this. So I'll go through why that's important in this video. A lot of the dashcam footage you see online is very jerky, and one of the main reasons for that is because it started life as 30 frames a second, but they've converted it to 25 frames a second. Now, in order to do that, what the program, whatever program you're using does, it basically drops every fifth frame. Now, what I've got here is ffmpeg doing exactly that, converting from 30 frames a second to 25. And you can see pretty much every fifth frame there is warning that it's being dropped. And the result is jumps in the footage. Here I've got some side-by-side footage of the same scene. Now on the left it's the original 30 frames a second frame rate, and on the right I've converted it to 25 frames a second. And if you remember, the 25 frames a second one had to drop every fifth frame. Now if I just step through these frame by frame, you'll see at the moment they're in sync, all the lines here and the barriers and stuff. So if I go through a couple more frames, still in sync. Still the same, that's here, that's here. Now, the next one, still in, okay, this must be the one then. So this one's different. This one on the right has skipped a frame because it dropped them. So if you look at this little cat's eye in the road, it's not as close to the car as it is over here. So if I go to the next frame here, that's where this one already got to. Okay, so I'll do it again. One there, two there, three there, three there. Four. Now this one will be different. So you see I've still got some white line over here, but it's gone from here. So again, that dropped frame translates to skipping ahead pretty much every 5 frames. So that's the problem with converting 30 frames a second to 25. Now this time I've still got the original on the left, but on the right I've got one that's been converted from 30 down to 25, then back to 30 again, which is even worse because not only do you have those dropped frames, you've now got the duplicate frames as well. So here's what happens. If I go just step through, no, right there's a duplicate frame. I have to press this twice. So press that once again. Okay, we're the same at the moment. 1 and 1, 2, 2. So here we're still in sync. Actually, I don't think we are. We've already skipped a frame on the right. So that's now where we're up to. Okay, so that's skipped a frame on the right. We're now in sync, but now I'll go to the next frame here, and this one is going to skip. So it's just out of control. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, you can see where this cat's eye is here. One more there. And that one, it has jumped because see this barrier here, it's already moved, and it's moved by a lot. So there's that one, and if I go over here, same frame again, I have to press it twice because of that duplicate frame. So it's really a mess, and I can show you what this one looks like because it's now back to 30 frames a second. You can see here, it's very noticeable. So that's really what you want to avoid. Another thing that's good about ffmpeg is it lets you set up scripts to automate your video processing. So for instance, here I've got the footage from the front camera, and what I can do is get the footage here from the rear camera and crop that down, flip it horizontally, and then put it on the main front image so it looks like a rear view mirror. By having this as a script, I can just feed it the 2 video files and it'll do the processing automatically. Again, the main thing to remember is to convert to a constant frame rate before you do any video editing.